What do you do? How you feeling? How you living? How you breathing? So today we're just gonna get right into it. Having a little conversation over tea, bringing you some authentic energy, and then we have a fruit plate. I'm gonna pin that in, but yes, I kind of want to talk about observing myself as I transition into a higher state of being, into a higher mind. I'm feeling like there's always time to introspect, and there's always time to let some shit go. So we got a little owl. Can you see that? Yes, we have an owl. And it says you are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. So I'm not really dealing with too many people, but it's always good to be in a state of observation because you never really know when someone is projecting onto you. You never really know if a person is really jealous because of your living in your authenticness, you know? So being observing and letting go of certain parts of yourself, or letting go of certain aspects when it comes to how you perceive yourself, because life is not meant to be lived in a stress, anxiety manner. Like, we are all capable of living a peaceful, mentally abundant, sacred life, you know? So through observing, we also have to let go and reflect so that we can come into, so that we can surrender. Like surrendering, letting go, so that, because within surrendering, it is a sense of mystery. We also have a raccoon for surrendering. For letting go. This message has to do with those things to which you cling to, be it a thought form, habit, creed, or situation. The time has come from letting go. Something is halting your progress and you are spinning your wheels once you embrace. Ooh, I'm talking too fast. So once you embrace this change, blessings will follow. So that's what I was saying, that mystery energy when you surrender and you let go. It all comes from a space of how you're observing and how you're reflecting on the things that you need to let go. Reflecting on the things that you need to bring in. And in order to reflect, like, you really have to have patience, bro. Like, you really need to be grounded. Because let me tell you, if you ain't grounded in yourself and you're not grounded in your thoughts, you're gonna have a hard time. So I'm gonna have this elderberry, licorice root, ashwagandha, lemon balm. What else I got in here? I got this little concoction, but this is really bringing me into the space that I need to be to really relay this message in the most authentic way possible. I'm always eating, so this is a form of me grounding myself, really being patient with myself, really allowing me to be flow in all the things that I do, and then present myself in that manner. Yeah. So, reflection. If you're facing a difficult situation, do not rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around at all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. Yes. So through patience, you have to give yourself patience so that you can reflect on all the things that you need to let go, all the situations, the mindsets. You just need to let it go, because you're not allowing things that are meant for you to really come in. Because this life is very cosmic, and this shit is funny as hell, because just through my experience, I've gone about my manifestations at one point in a forceful way. And you cannot be forceful with the manifestations. You really have to be patient. You really have to ground yourself, and you really have to surrender. So whatever your intentions are, whether it be, surrendering to healing, and once you surrender to healing, surrender to nature, all will be well. That was my prayer. So whatever you want for yourself, you really have to put that up into the ethers, and then really be consistent with those thoughts. Because once you accept and speak those vibrations into the ethers, that reality is already being created for you. There are multiple versions of ourselves in different dimensions. So it's so easy for us to tap into like a higher version of ourselves, because it's already existing. It's already there. Things are already being co-created in a different dimension. So we really have to understand the psychology of the mind, the psychology of our body, so that we can really attune to what we are wanting to embody, the things that we are desiring. Because I'm really coexisting and co-creating with my past self, my future self, which is now like the past, the present, and the future is all one. It's all one. So once we know these things, like I said, it's easy for us to manifest and be that version of ourselves that we truly want to be. So through patience, you have the Tiger card. You are being reminded that persistence is what is necessary to attain your goals. You need to be patient and trust that the universe will help you through your challenges in divine timing. Success is guaranteed. It's all about what you tell yourself, So through patience, persisting on those manifestations, wherever you're grounding yourself, you are persisting in that moment to really get to that end goal. Oh, wait, you're not getting any of my food. Sorry. So yes, patience and persistence. We have to learn what these words mean so that we can know how to apply them into our everyday living. Okay? So through patience, through letting go and reflecting, we come into that patience energy, that flow energy. And then through flowing, you go into the mystery portal. The mystery portal. It teaches you your strength. Like, it shows you how much willpower you actually have to get to that vision. Because we all see things like, we all know what we need to do to be that version of ourselves. We live in lack, we live in fear, we live in anxiety, we live in a depression state, we live in a materialistic, programmed as mind state, to where we can't even tap into the miracles. We can't even tap into the mysteries of life, because we're so stagnant in a different way of thinking. So, mystery. Don't know why it's not focusing. But mystery. The Bobcat teaches you that there is a true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. I pulled these cards at the beginning of this week, and there's always a story within the cards, So, as I'm reading the cards, each card has a word from each one of the cards. Like, I'm just like, oh damn, like let me place these in an order to where it can reach, you know. But yes, there is true power in patience and silence. That's when shit starts to get fucking real, because niggas get into silence, niggas, they start going crazy. They start to think that they don't know what to fucking do. And it's like, that's where we're limiting ourselves. When we tell ourselves we don't know what to do, we just have to do. We have to understand who we are. We have to let go of certain idealisms and just really reflect on who we are, so that we can move into that mystery, that miraculous energy, which is really a portal, whether we want to accept it or not. It's a portal. And I want to inspire people to go into those abundance portals, because everything is for everyone. If everything is energy, why wouldn't everyone be able to tap into the all? You know? We limit ourselves. That's why we feel like certain things are not for us. It's for certain people, certain ethnicities, or religion, or whatever. This has nothing to do with religion. This has everything to do with the psyche, how we are perceiving the world, and how we're perceiving ourselves. We perceive the world, we go about the world, and we're just moving and really are not taking any time to introspect, which is why we don't get to that level of like that consistent abundance, you know. So yeah, through patience, you plan, and you adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. And y'all, the next card is literally, I have to bring out the other camera. Something. Through understanding how to plan, out of the act of being patient, you then become and adjust and adapt to what reality you're creating, what mindset that you're setting for yourself. So we have the dragonfly, adaptability. Hold on. Can you see the dragonfly? Yes. The dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more of lightness and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. I don't know if y'all hear this a lot, but be graceful with yourself. Like, once you really start to understand how you ground, once you realize how, like, you're reflecting, then you'll become to adapt to the flow. We got to adapt to the flow. We have to find our flow. We have to be ourselves so that we can adapt to our internal flow. We all have an internal flow, which is what all makes us individually unique. Okay? Because let me tell you, if you're not grounding yourself into a thought process, a pattern, and plan, shit is always going to be fucking chaotic. Like, shit's always going to be fucking swifty. Like, there is no way that you can be in your light, be in your highest being, connect with source, if you're not adapting to a healthy, authentic mind state, okay? Now, I love peanut butter. So, this is also something that grounds me too. I don't know if I stated that in the beginning, but peanut butter really, it has niacin, which grounds you, puts you in a... Most people eat peanut butter before they go to bed if they're having a hard time going to sleep. battling with insomnia. So yes, fun fact. So through adapting to the mindset that you are choosing, you come into, like I said, that mystery. And once you're consistent with it, then you come into the portal of luck. So I don't know how everyone else feels about luck. Everybody did not reincarnate to be in that energy of luck, to be in that energy of abundance, to be in their star energy. But this video is for one who is advocate for healing, advocate for the growth of self, advocate for the healing of Mother Nature. Because this is really all, once we do this for ourselves, collectively, we're healing the world, whether we are understanding that or not. And if we have multiple people doing the same things at one time, we're going to see that shift. That's why we're seeing the shifts right now, because there are people that are tapping into their selves, tapping into their authenticity. They're reflecting constantly, grounding constantly observing themselves, so that they can reach that peak of themselves. Like, it's not about the material. It's not about reaching this certain level of yourself so you can get that money. Because if you're looking at yourself as abundant, everything that you attract, everything that you touch, everything that you speak life into is abundant. Okay? So we go through the observation stage because we're genuinely going through like that inner outer conflict with the world and ourselves, okay? And you know, we're not in competition with anybody. We're not even in competition with ourselves, okay? I don't like that. It's just, why are we going into war within ourselves? And there's already like spiritual warfare, there's like physical war already. So we need to really be graceful with ourselves so that we can really move through these lessons, okay? We're moving through a time where a lot of people are in pain, suffering, heartbreak, even separation, strife, selfishness. We have to let go of that way of being, you guys, because we're gonna always be stuck in a loop of lack. And who the fuck's want to be stuck in a loop of fucking lack? Like, that's lame, okay? So again, through observing, we understand that we have to let go. And that let go process is really us, like, observing, reflecting, is all in the same, so that we can accept that there are some things that need to be let go. We are in constant reflection. We need to, as human beings, to be constantly reflecting on the way that we are walking into this world. We are ever changing, okay? So we have to be graceful with ourselves and have to be patient with the process. Motherfuckers is always trying to rush a fucking process, rush a fucking lesson. If that lesson keeps happening, you probably should slow the fuck down and introspect and reflect, okay? And, you know, we don't realize that through doing all of this reflecting and having patience, that prosperity, power within yourself, strength, opportunities, you're able to manifest and come into new ventures within yourself, within the outside world. It's like so simple. This life can be so simple if we just accept that it's going to be simple for us. Like, if we tell ourselves, oh, this shit is a breeze. Like, I live in ease. I live a breezy, flowy mind state because I had to affirm that within myself. Now, this is the thing. Coming into this version of myself, the tower literally had to fall all the way the fuck down. And I had to pick myself all the way the fuck back up. I had to let go of my scarcity mind state, because this is the thing. You'll never know if I have something material or not, because I'm so fucking abundant. I have everything that I need within me. You see what I'm saying? That brings this sense of like internal joy. I have so much joy to the point where I just want to give. I want to give this love that I've harvested for myself over these years. And of course, with discernment, of course, with balance, with the giving. But the giving is just to give. The giving is not just to receive, okay? Though when you give, everything is karma, you know? So, of course, you're going to receive, but what are the intentions when you're giving? So, your intentions of giving, that's going to be the intentions that are based into what you receive. So, yeah. Generosity. Sharing. What parts of yourself that you're sharing? Are you allowing yourself to connect with others so they can share with you? Because everything is about connecting. Everything is about community, whether we want to accept it or not. Everyone's looking for a tribe, looking for a community. But in order to find that tribe and community, we really have to find that. We have to commune with ourselves. We have to come into unity within ourselves. Okay? We got 122 on the clock. And on my timestamp, it was 929. So with that luck, believing that we can manifest everything that we want to manifest, we really have to understand where we are when it comes to our being. Because, like, we can be hard-headed. We can be hard on ourselves, too. But there is nobleness in giving, not expecting anything, and then receiving when we least expect. When we detach from the worldly aspects of life, we're just receiving, which is what that mystery luck energy is. So your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming into fruition, so stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. Your manifestations, the mindset that you've adapted to, whether it's in abundance. Which my thing is, I want to teach people how to be in that abundant mind state constantly by just loving yourself. Doing the things that you just fucking love every day and not thinking twice about it. Like, I don't have to think twice about eating good food. Okay? Because I'm going to eat. I'm going to always fucking eat. And we have to tap into our inner child so that we can really understand what our makeup is, what we're rooted in. And if some shit gotta shift around, we gotta let some shit go. When shit start to crash down, that's good. You're doing good. Okay? You have to go through a certain pain. You have to go through a certain suffering. You have to go through a certain heartbreak to go into that transformation. Okay? Learning this from a personal experience, okay? So like I was saying, we have to give and not live in that insecure poverty, living in scarcity mindset. Like, I literally had to accept this like 2 weeks ago. And it's like, the moment I spoke that out loud, like, I'm telling myself this in my head, but the moment I spoke it out loud and I'm hearing myself, I'm just like, bro, I do have everything that I need. I'm going back on my manifestations. We're in a whole Mercury retrograde right now. So a lot of the things before the retrograde, a lot of the things I was doing, I was not doing. Like, there was a lot of things that I was not doing. I wasn't journaling like how I needed to. I wasn't really being consistent with how I showed up with my mornings. Like, the one thing that needs to be consistent within your day is how you rise, because how you rise determines how the rest of your day goes. So if I'm rising in prayer, if I'm rising, not getting on my motherfucking phone, not letting things outside of me dictate my fucking reality, my day, we gonna be all right. So I wake up, make my tea, do my prayers, take my dog outside, and in the same sense, I am grounding myself. Okay? We can make this life simple, I swear. And through all of this, like I said, I know I'm in my Empress energy, bro. I know I'm in my High Priestess Empress energy. Every day I wake up and I'm just showing so much gratitude to myself, gratitude to my ancestors for allowing me to have this willpower, allowing me to have this perspective so that I can see my vision, so I can see my manifestations full the fuck out. Okay? We got this ladybug card. Y'all, the other day, there were buku ladybugs in my room. I have a sunroom. My room is a sunroom. So I'm just like, bro, I already know what this is. But what does this really mean? Like, what energies am I coming into? I'm looking at this bluebird outside of my window. We're just coming into beauty. We're just coming into the naturalness, the nature, this happy, joy, bliss energy. I feel this energy a lot. That's how I know that collectively this is the energy that we're about to go into. So I feel like I am one that needs or has to guide people in the most authentic, natural way into that shit. Like I said, it cannot be so simple. So that's really all I wanted to talk about, is how abundant. It says, I am abundant. I made these cards. I am abundant. I am forever abundant. And I'm in my star energy. Always one foot on the ground and one in the spirit, in the water. You know? That fertility energy. There's a stork on here. And I'm looking at this Empress energy, that fertility, that beauty, development, successful ass energy. That's what I'm in. And I'm accepting that. It is already written. So once we tell ourselves it's already written, we can go from that place and then come into observing where we are, letting go, reflect, giving ourselves patience, being graceful, so that we can go into that mystery, abundant, manifesting portal. And through that, we enter a new cycle. We got the kangaroo. Hold up. Yeah. Kangaroo Jack. I ain't seen that in so long. I need to watch that. A 9-month cycle is at play. Your current project will take 9 months to mature and benefit you, so commit to it fully. You have all the strength and stamina you need as long as you move forward and not backward. Literally, if we keep it moving, we're not looking back at the things that we let go of, because there's a reason why we're letting go, okay? Like, I don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be stagnant. Friend, I don't want you to be stagnant, bro. Like, I want you to elevate. We need to spiral up. We don't need to spiral down, okay? So, if you don't learn anything else from watching this video, do what you love. Everything that I'm doing right now is what I love. And then I love speaking to people. I love empowering people. I love bringing people in a state of their most authentic, because that's all I really know how to do. That's all I really know how to be. So love yourself, because no one's going to love you as much as you love you. It's always going to be you. This journey is all about you. You're going to have to tap into being selfish at some point so that you can understand and observe yourself to a level of healing. Like, people put the negative connotations on selfish, when really selfish is what brings you into your higher self. You attract people that understand you, and you release people that don't understand why you're doing the things that you're doing. They're taking it personal. Like, shit personal. Do you want me to elevate and grow? Do you want to be a part of someone's life that's trying to elevate and grow? So, yeah. I love you. I hope this message resonates. You're the best. I love you. I already said that. But yeah.